mean, obviously it was a must to be in the showdown. Unfortunately, I've given myself a bit of a monumental hill to climb, having since Assen really went there. Chose the wrong tyre in the first race. Probably not the wrong tyre as it turned out halfway through the race, but come lap 7 it started to rain again and I'd chosen an intermediate rear, and just after we'd knocked a chunk of lap time off, 3 seconds in one lap, it started to rain again and it disappeared backwards at a great rate of knots. So that made it hard work in the first race round for a long 20 laps, and then he finished 16th, so outside the points, which wasn't great. A couple of the other showdown big hitters made mistakes in race 1 as well, so it wasn't the end of the world. But then race 2 got an okay start, and turn 3 got collected from behind by a very apologetic Peter Hickman. He just got in a bit deep, clipped the back of the bike, sent me over the top, and I don't know whether something from Peter's bike hit me in the back or the way that I landed. It all happened a bit fast, but I've been struggling ever since really. I've got some swelling actually inside, and it's pushing on my sciatic nerve, so it's making it really uncomfortable on the bike. We got through to Q3 yesterday, which was important for us, and whether I would have managed that in the dry or not, I don't know. I'm just uncomfortable on the bike. I'm obviously still strong. I've got no problem with my top of my body, but when I go over the bumps, it's like somebody's jabbing me in the ribs, so it's taking my breath away. So it's making me out of breath as I'm going around. So that's what's affecting me the most. I'm hoping that a race is different to practice. It's different to qualifying. You're in the mix with everybody, and if I can forget about it for 10 laps, then I'll have a good day.
Yeah, tell us, what turtle are you, Chris?
I've no idea. No idea. I've no idea. Unfortunately, I'm too old to know about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but my crew, they know all about it. So you need to ask Chunty, he's an authority on Ninja Turtles.
The collaboration is because the Ninja Turtles got a new film out, and it's a collaboration between the movie makers and Kawasaki, KMUK, and the 30th anniversary of the Ninja. So we thought now's the time to do something a little bit special. James is just coming back to full fitness now and it's showing some real good pace, and really needs to push on now to get another podium back under his belt for the end of the season. And Chris, as you see last round at Assen, he got bashed up a bit and he's a bit sore, but he's showing some good pace again this weekend, and hopefully he can push on and get a good result here. We don't have any strategy as in for each side of the garage. Both riders just get away fast as they can, get a good start, hopefully make up a few places into turn 1, get your head down, stay with the front pack, and then see how it shapes up.
Showdown, struggling. Chris scored no points at Assen, but this weekend, second round of the showdown, carrying injuries over from Assen here. He's had to struggle hard, dig deep, but form's good. Bikes come together over the weekend, so we're looking for some top 6 finishes from him today if he can overcome his injuries. For James, he's a front runner. He's proved that in his championship before. He's proved that for us before. He's obviously on the comeback trail from a big injury mid-season, but again, happy with the changes we made this morning in warm-up, so I'll be looking for him to race near the front.
This is race 1, British Superbikes, Silverstone. Everybody gets away cleanly, and Chianari heads the way into Cobb's Corner. Tommy Bridewell, no, Josh Brooks makes a breakthrough from the second row of the grid into 3rd place to tag on to the leaders, and that's a perfect start for both Chianari and Byrne. They are where they want to be. Brooks is in there to ruffle a few feathers, and is that Chris Walker who's somebody's made a
4th, yep.
Somebody's made a heck of a start. Yes, of course, remember that we've got Ninja Turtles all over the fairings of the GB Motors Kawasaki's, so they're not as instantly recognisable as they used to be, but that's the distinctive helmet of the Stalker. He's running in 4th place. This is Chris Walker. There's number 10, Kirkham. Right behind him, number 101. Waters in 6th in the dry. Easton's behind him now, ahead of Westmoreland. Bridewell 9th, Hickman 10th. 11th, Walker, 12th, Ellison. Stuart Easton grabs 5th. DaCosta, Waters, Westmoreland, Hickman, Bridewell across the line. Ellison and Walker 11th and 12th. What a start for Kianari, not such a good start for Josh Brooks, a good start for Bill Base's Yuichi Kianari, but Brooks pulls it back, and by the time they reach Cobb's Corner, he's solidly in second place behind Burnham ahead of Kianari on the first lap of 14. I think that was a terrific start by Ellison. I think Ellison is right, might be right on the back wheel there of Yuichi Kianari. Checking him out, yeah, James Ellison on the beautifully liveried Ninja Turtles 30th anniversary. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello and Raphael fairing is right there, look, trying to get away through past Kianari.
Yeah, Chris Walker down mid-pack looking sore still. He just not turning the bike, not kind of manhandling it like we used to see him.
No, his style in the first race just didn't look like him,
no,
did it, James?
Wasn't him, no.
Nothing like. Tommy Bridewell, number 46, ahead of number 77, James Ellison, and then that lovely blue and white Suzuki. Josh Waters, number 12, just hanging on to them, but looking like it's not easy to keep the Suzuki right there in their slipstream. Ellison think about getting underneath Tommy Bridewell. Bridewell can't escape from the Cumbrian.
Yeah, the RF reserves Honda, not the quickest bike out there generally.
There you get a great glimpse of one of the Ninja Turtles.
Which one was that?
You know them all
personally.
No,
you know, you came out with it earlier. You know them all.
That's because I've got it written down here.
Ah, that's Donatello.
I know that the film stars Megan Fox and Will Arnett, as well as Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello and Raphael. Did you know which one it was then?
Yeah, Donatello, I'm going.
Okay.
You can tell from the bandana, apparently. That's Ellison.
Donatello's moved
yeah,
through into
brilliant.
third place.
Good ride from Ellison. His ear said rostrum would be brilliant coming from where he's come from, back from the injury.
James Ellison heading for a brilliant podium finish. He gets himself back on the box ahead of Tommy Bridewell.
As far as determination goes, I was not letting Tommy pass, and the last lap it was so difficult to kind of decide how defensive to be or carry my own line, and I kind of went with a bit of some corners I was defending the ones that I thought he was strong at, and the other corners where I knew I was strong, I was just trying to dig deep as fast as I could and not let him get any closer than me, any closer to me. Sorry, but yeah, it was a tough race seeing plus 0.3 and plus 0.0 on your board the whole time. But just want to say a big thank you to Mark and the whole team, Lloyds British GBmoto Kawasaki team. It's been a tough year. I've been out through injury and they've stuck by me through thick and thin. Them and all my sponsors didn't put anybody on the bike. The main focus was getting me back out on it, and they believed in me, and we've come back, and we need back to full fitness now. This Brands Hatch coming was to get back to where I was when I crashed, and that for me is mission accomplished, you know. And then I'll be looking at hopefully staying with the guys here at Lloyds British GBmoto Kawasaki and run this bike next year. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, we're nearly there now. We weren't quite with the leaders; they had quite a big gap, but hopefully we can close that Brands Hatch.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 4, 5, 6 rounds since we've been on the podium, and we never stopped believing we had the potential or the pace, but things have been tough, quite honestly, since James's accident. But he's just pulled it out of the bag there, and we made some quite big changes between race 1 and race 2, and I'm really pleased for James. I'm really pleased for the team and the sponsors, and hopefully this confidence and a slight change in direction in that race will see us back in form of Brands Hatch. I would just like to say to the world out there, eat pizza, cowabunga.